Welcome back. You're still watching In the Game. It's time to talk women's football. The Nigeria Women Football League has introduced a mandatory digital platform for player registration and club licensing ahead of the 2025-2026 Premiership season, with full implementation set for 14th to 21st of November 2025. The system marks a major step in modernizing league administration and tightening regulatory compliance. Now, according to the NWFL, the portal improved efficiency by eliminating manual processing, reducing documentation errors, and enabling real-time verification to curb issues such as age falsification and dual registration. Clubs endorsed the digital transition during the recent Congress in Port Harcourt. The new requirements cover player identification, medical records, academic documents, and signed contracts, not forgetting alongside coaching licensing, stadium certification, financial audits, and youth development evidences for club licensing. A lot that was done, decisions were made over there in Port Harcourt, and we are here to see that dividend play out in the Nigeria Women's Football League. Joining us in this conversation to make sense of this conversation and all that has been decided by the NWFL will be the media director of Nigeria Women's Football League, Samuel Amadu. Thank you so much, Samuel, for joining us on the show. All right, Samuel, let's get into it quickly. I'm very sure that you can walk us through all this decision that has been made. Let's begin. Why did the NWFL decide that now is the right time to introduce a mandatory digital registration? Of course, they say we are in the digital age, but why is it now you're making it mandatory for registration and also for licensing?
Well, realistically, I would say this was a first thought, but I think it really was a conceived idea, something we think was long overdue. I think the head of operations, which is the chief operating officer of the Nigerian Women's Football League, in person of Mood Freshadi, understands that we definitely need to align with the best practice internationally, and also if we want to also potentially attract sponsorship, attract international partnership, and also possible international collaboration, it is practically impossible when we don't take some pragmatic steps, some strategic decision like going digital with a registration, and also potentially seeing how best we could also cut much costs, and also potentially also results of delays when you talk about registration, the cost of translation, the risks involved, and so many details. And when you also look on the other side, when we're thinking of aligning with international best practices, then digital integrity, accountability of what's going, what is obtainable elsewhere, and what we look at. So I think these things are not out of the blues. It's what is achievable. I think this is what many other top leagues who are already doing the right thing in the world are doing. I think we just need to take some of these steps, even though they look like baby steps. But I think it's, for me, the potential step we need to take to possibly attract sponsorship and also put ourselves in a very marketable state, and at least ensure that, yes, as much as we are growing the game competitively on the pitch, we must do a lot better administratively, at least to improve the quality of things, and also the quality of administration holistically. So I think this is just an intentional move to ensure that, yes, we create that value, create that atmosphere that is really, really relatable with, and at least ensure that everyone involved can be able to do things appropriately. And this is why this has come to stay. And definitely, I think it's a good thing that the clubs actually are also welcoming the idea. And, if you follow feedback from our Congress, and that's through our communities, a lot of decisions were taken, we knowing that we need to attract sponsorship, and surely when we know that we're having talks with quite a number of sponsors, at least international partners, we know we need to take some sincere and honest steps.
All right, Sam.
That will ensure that, yes, we get to the Dorado we seek in next game.
All right, Sam, I mean, you've talked about why this has come to bear and what your body hopes to achieve with this particular decision. But can you explain how this new system improves transparency, tackles persistent issues like age fraud and dual registration? And also, what support has the league provided to clubs to ensure that they adapt smoothly to this digital transition?
Realistically, I think on this, I will probably start with the last. I think clubs are very much familiar with the FIFA Connect, which is existing already, and that's potentially has also corrected a lot of things since introduced by FIFA. The FIFA Connect, definitely, you know, when the player's age imputed, age discrepancy or age falsification, contractual issues, you know, you could easily tell players who is living from which club to the older. You could easily check what is transpiring, especially relating to the aspect of players. And for clubs, with them, definitely, these clubs surely exist. And when there are FIFA benefits, you know, definitely you have heard of the name of these clubs, whether through a player being registered to benefits by participating at the FIFA World Cup, Women's World Cup. These are the opportunities. So the same thing we're replicating on the home scene, even though we have a long way to go in ensuring that we make this system encompassing, where we could talk about players' data, talk about the age play database, and at least these are long-term plans that we have to also incorporate in this system. But realistic for now, like you've read already from our statements, it's potentially to ensure just remove the bottleneck in player registration, at least for a week. The teams can sort this out. They've been very much informed about this long beforehand. That's even before the launch was done. And the teams are also pretty very much updated with information regarding video content of how this process will be very hitch-free. So the procedures are very clear. The support definitely is coming soon. Surely, you know, the resources is there. We definitely are looking at that aspects. And that is why we're seeking to attract all the possible engagement we can in terms of sponsorship, in terms of partnership, to ensure that, yes, the value must go to not just the club, but also trickle down to the players who are also the main actors of the team.
All right, Sam Amadou, want to say a big thank you to you. Wish you could go on and on, but time is not a friend at the moment. Thank you so much. We'll be looking forward to the start of the season and, of course, more innovations from the Nigeria Women Football League Board. Thank you very much.